Hey guys, today we're really going to be getting to know our teen numbers and numbers up to 20 by going a little bit deeper and talking about what is one more, one less, and 10 more and 10 less. So we are going to talk about one more, one less together, and then you've got some work to do on your own in Seesaw and on the hundreds chart. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, what does it mean, one more? One more is literally just counting on from whatever number you're starting on. So if I said, what is 1 more than 13? It's 13 plus 1, which is what? Count one more number. 14, right? 13, 14. So that's pretty easy. What's 1 more than 10? 10, 11. What's 1 more than 7? 7, 8, right? It's just one bigger. That's super easy. We could keep doing that all day. In fact, let's do something really, really fast. Are you ready? What's 1 more than 9? Did you say 10? Good. What's 1 more than 1? 2. What's 1 more than 20? 21. You just keep counting that next number up. And that one's super easy. But what if I said, what is 1 less? You're going to count backwards. So we're going to count 1. We don't want to count on. We want to count backwards, right? So the last one was, we're going to count backwards one number. The last one we counted forward one number. We want to count backwards this time. And all we're going to do is, again, count backwards from 1. So let's try that. If I said, what's 1 less than 7, count backwards one number, it's 6. So your number, take away 1, is all we're doing. Let's try it again. What is 1 less than 5? 4. What's 1 less than 10? 9. Good. So that one's pretty easy too. 1 more and 1 less. It's just counting forward and backwards. You just have to pay attention to less and more. More means getting bigger. Less means our number is getting smaller. We're taking things away. Now, here's where it gets a little trickier. 10 more. That means we're going to add 10 to the number. Now, the state of Texas says that we should be able to do this really quickly. Okay? So if I add 10 to the number, just remember it becomes you just add 1 to the tens place. But it's a little trickier, okay? So we're going to go a little bit slower on this. So, if my number is 3, make that bigger for y'all. If my number is 3, and I add 10 to 3, remember this is just what we've been doing. It's all we've been doing is 10 and 3 would be what number? 13, okay? So 10 more than 3 is 13. Let's try it with a different number. Let's try it with 9. What is 9 and 10? If I add the 1 to the 9's place, or to the 1's place, we're going to get 19. So 10 more than 9 is 19. Now, some of you are going to pick up on this really, really fast, and that's awesome because you're going to realize all I'm doing is putting a 1 in front of there. What happens when this becomes our number? 14. Now we have to add our 1s and a 1 from our tens place, right? So 14 and 10. Here's where it gets a little trickier. If we go and use our hundreds chart, it makes it so much easier. So if our number is 17, do you see this little tool that I've put over here? We're going to put 17 right in the middle, okay? So 17 is right in the middle. Now, we've been doing this on our calendars for a long time. So here's 17. What's 1 more? There's 18. What's 1 less? 16. Now, what's 10 more? Remember, we go down. What's that number? It's 27. What's 10 less? Remember, we move up, and it's 7. Now, eventually, I want you to get to a spot that we can count by tens and know that 10 more than 17 would be 27, right? Because 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You can count by tens like that, but you can also count by tens in the sevens column too. So 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 107, and 117. Do you hear a pattern? Yeah, just like our counting by tens, like we've always done, we're just getting bigger by 1 10 every single time. And we're adding the 7 on the end because that's where we started. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today, is using the hundreds chart to find 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, and 10 less, okay? This is not something you have to have memorized today. That's not what we're doing. We are just going to be filling in these boxes. So it looks the same, right? You've got 1 on top, 1 on bottom. You're going to fill in the middle box with our number. So that's 17. Then you're going to go 1 less is what? Fill it in. 16. 1 more is 18. What about 10 less? What number's on top? 7. What number's on the bottom? 27. So now we've got our boxes filled. 1 less, 1 more, 10 less, 10 more. So you've got I think you've got 5 of those to do on your own. And I'm also going to leave these up here so that you can go over those with your parents. That's good vocabulary. 1 more, add 1. 1 less, take away 1. 10 more, add 10. 10 less, take away 10. So that's what we're going to be doing in there. You also have an assignment in Seesaw, which should be super easy. It's just filling in 1 more and 1 less. So look, guys, there's a correlation here. Where is 7 on our chart? Here's 7. So if I moved 7 to the middle, what's 1 more? 8. So what's going to go right here? 8, right? What's 1 less? What do I have to do? Go this way. What's 1 less? 6. Now, to check yourself, you need to make sure if you start counting with the number in your first box, it should make sense. 6, 7, 8. Is that how my numbers go? If that's how the numbers go, then you are correct and you can move on. If it's not correct, if you put in 2, 7, 8, is that how we count? No, it's not how we count. So you might want to check it again. Use that hundreds chart. You can go back and forth. You've always got access to it on your calendar, and you'll have access to that PowerPoint too. So 1 more and 1 less, and 10 more and 10 less. That's all we're doing, is taking the chart, using that tool, and filling in the chart on our presentation. So you need to fill out this chart on the next 5. And all we're trying to fill out is 1 more, 1 less, and 10 more, 10 less, right? That's it. It should not be a hard lesson. You should be able to just kind of copy. If it is a hard lesson, maybe you didn't understand, or maybe this is not a skill you remember from kindergarten, then we need to have a chat and we can go a little bit more in depth with it. But you should be pretty familiar with our hundreds chart and how this works because we've been doing it for a while now, okay? All right, guys, if you have questions, please let me know.